Oh, well, Nashville's had a very busy day today. I don't have a Nashville jersey. For those who are new to the channel, whenever I cover the news of the team, I wear their jersey. But yeah, we don't have one yet. So yeah, we've got about 20 teams. We're getting more. It's all fine. Yeah, so I wanted to make a separate video today just for Nashville because I think what they're doing is very interesting, and it probably is a real good case study is that COVID looks like it's affecting some teams with the fact that, revenue is going to be down next year, and this might be a team that is heading in this way by their moves today. So to start off with, they put Turris on waivers for the intention to buy him out. Which saves them $4 million in salary and cap space coming up in the future. Obviously, they have to pay it out for the next 8 years. They've got $2 million on the hook, which is just so much money, and just shows how long he still had left. He still had 3 years of contract left. $6 million. Obviously, hadn't really done too much since going to Nashville. Was pretty much a real disappointment after the Senator years. Top point season was 42. Got nowhere near the 50s and 60s that he was able to get in Ottawa, and just really didn't seem to fit in from the get-go. Most goals in a season was 13. Overall was just a bit of a disappointment there, really. Like, it just didn't work out. Whether that might work out somewhere else for him, I don't think we'll ever get back to Turris in those Ottawa days, but there might be something there for another team that can pick him up and go from there. So yeah, already they've saved $4 million, and then they made a decentish trade. After getting back-to-back 35-point seasons, Nick Bonino has been traded for Luke Cunnin with the Minnesota Wild. So the Minnesota Wild picking him up, and we'll talk about that later in this video, and I'll wear a Wild jersey and stuff, and we'll go through it from their side of their point of view. But for Nashville, it doesn't save a huge amount of money. They're on the hook for a signing bonus at the start of this season for $1.7 million, which has already been paid. So they're only saving $2.4 million, which they'll probably end up getting in Luke Cunnin, or paying for him. So, I don't see this saving a huge amount of money or save a lot in cap. But yeah, it's just kind of interesting that the buyout, with the two buyouts, and then this deal. I wonder if they're looking to make some more changes, or if this is it. This is what this team's going to be next year, this exact lineup. They also gave away a second and third round pick this year to the Wild as well. So the Wild well and truly winning this trade. They've done so well in this deal, just to absorb that space for that season. So I do think it's a bit of a salary move, and they just couldn't justify paying that much money for a player that, was probably even going to decline even more. And I was so happy the Penguins didn't re-sign him, by the way, Bonino. You could just tell that the wheels were falling off the wagon. Love the guy when he was a Penguin, by the way, but you could just tell that this was going to happen, and some team was really badly going to overpay him. So Nashville has about $17 million in cap space. They've got a lot to do, not just this year, but years coming up, especially in their goaltending space. I know they drafted a goalie, but he's probably not going to be ready year after next. It's just, this whole team's just been, what are you? And they've just not really worked out. And it's just, I think we're starting to look at probably what happened this year is probably a bit more the norm, even though they've got great defense. I just can't see them sort of getting back to that level of hype without a good goaltender. And they're definitely not looking to spend money at the moment. Unless I'm proven wrong and they really do target someone at free agency, I have a feeling this is going to be a team that's going to leave a lot of cap space on the table for a while. But yeah, we'll see. It just seemed odd that they bought out Turris, and I have a feeling it was a money-saving measure for now than it is to make cap space. They already had a bunch of cap space. They didn't need to worry about that too much. So it seems like it was purely for saving money, because they could have bought him out next year if it wasn't, or the year after, and not been on the hook for $2 million for the next 6 years. As for the Wilds, Garrett's doing really well. Really, really well. Definitely not looking at the status quo. This team is not looking to just slowly get into the playoffs and do nothing every year now. They're definitely looking to shake things up. I don't think they're even done yet. And they've definitely got some cap room to be able to do a little bit more. They've got about $8 million in cap space. Whether they're going to be spending to that is another side of things. But the fact that they got a second and a third is really, really good, and being able to draft some good players. It sucks that Cunnan had to go. I feel like that's a player that the fan base probably really liked. I really like watching him in the playoffs. I think there was a decent-ish player that's leaving there, but the player that they've drafted, especially in the second round, is going to be good. And they've got 2 firsts next year coming up, which one of them's the Penguins, so they might get a really good pick with that if the Penguins can't get it together, or at least someone in the top 20. So, and next year's draft is really going to be a little bit up in the air just because we don't know what seasons are going to be fully completed with this whole COVID thing. But yeah, like I like where this team's heading and where they're at, and they're challenging the form. And to pick up Bonino on a 1 year worth of salary, hey, if you can spend that salary while people are trying to save money, this makes so much sense. Like it's so good to see the Wild not be boring, because I for the last decade this team has been so boring. Besides that one day that they got Parise and Suter, outside of that they've really done nothing for the last 10 years to shake anything up. But yeah, it really looks like they are. Anyway, guys, that is the whole video. Still 2 more probably come tonight. We'll see how the time goes. It's 7:30 p.m. now, so we've still got a fair, but I've still got about 3 or 4 hours to make more videos. But yeah, we'll go through all the signings that happened today, and then any of the other smaller trades as well. Plus, there might be some news that drops between now and then, just as everyone starts to wake up in America. So yeah, tons of fun. Anyway, if you did like this video, hit the like button. Otherwise, hit subscribe if you made it all this way and you have not subscribed. It really does help us out. We are on to 241. So yeah, it's just insane, these numbers that are going up. So thank you so much. If you have made it to the end of this video, just thank you for watching this much. And comment down below, how do you think Nashville or Minnesota are going right now? And yeah, where do you think it's all at? Do you disagree with anything that I've said in this video? Pop in the comment below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. See you, and bye.